Hi there, and welcome to my latest sketchbook review. Today we're going through a Khadi watercolour square format cotton rag paper sketchbook. It's roughly 25 centimeters square, and it took me a little while to get used to using this paper because the watercolour didn't seem to take to it too well. And I tried various media, tried various things on it. Watercolour, casein, there's a casein, that seemed to take quite well. I tried biro pens and water over the top, and then finally liquid charcoal. Because often I'm out in the damp cold weather. November, 7th of November, yeah, it's cold and damp, so these water based media don't really dry at all, so it did help me work fast though. I enjoyed it. And there's liquid charcoal again and graphite stick. And there's liquid charcoal with watercolour. And eventually you got the hang of the paper. It's quite textured. I enjoyed it. There's Brent Knoll when we took a trip up to Bristol. And that's my son and his friend looking on the top of the hill. So yes, basically I'm using a mixture of watercolour, liquid charcoal and pencils and some casein paint now and again. Whatever I've got in my bag. Sometimes it's colours, sometimes it's just black and white. And this is for this book. I've got other books on the go as well for different things. I'll have a look through it in the next sketching video. There's a sunrise over Helston. And this is a sunrise, a different part of Helston. And it's looking through the trees, which I often go through this field with the dog, and there he is, enjoying himself. This is the creek leading into Truro. Lovely waders, curlews calling. Back to low pool there. So these sketches are all generally done when I'm out walking the dog, or in the case of by the creeks and the rivers, usually by myself, after I've took him out already. And you can hear the wind there. This is sort of weather I have to contend with, sketching outdoors in the winter. I really quite like it. It all adds to it. Not sure if the dog likes hanging around too much though this time of year. It doesn't complain too much. Do you, Basil? Alright, just a little bit. That's an afternoon sketch. Another damp day. Watercolours and liquid charcoal on the downs. And some of my favourite subjects are these muddy farm tracks. I love the shapes. As the tracks go away from you and sort of zigzagging away. Open fields in obviously more exposed locations, these open fields, so you've got lots of wind, but the liquid charcoal, you can see what that does on the watercolour paper. It's really quite nice. Very barren landscape. This was a bit calmer, again watercolour with liquid charcoal and the pencil. Another muddy field, cabbage field. Another farm track. This was a lovely morning. The colours are all in the distance zone. I only had the liquid charcoal with me, so I just did a black and white for that one. An old stubble field. Again, I like the tracks, the shapes they made, and the shadow that cut across. I missed one there. There's a beech tree. I thought I'd have a look at doing this today with some watercolours and a bit of graphite, so we'll see how we get on. This was in the woods, just near the woods. This tree grew out the wall, which I quite liked. Somewhere I walk regularly. Quite a damp location though. Not too cold that day though. That's a nice sketch in the wind again, quite exposed location. That's watercolours again with liquid charcoal. There's your charcoal mixed with some white casein paint. Another favourite location of mine, near to where I'm looking through this sketchbook right now. Liquid charcoal again, overlooking Low Pool. Another of my regular spots in the rain. Sometimes you go out and it looks fine and then it rains, so you've got to carry on. You can see where the rain came through onto the charcoal there. This was during a sketch club in Redruth. Very wet day, got to take some shelter there. Lost a lot of that sketch in the rain. Sunrise. Watercolours again. More liquid charcoal, a track. There's the boating lake, Helston. And that's as far as we got. And then I went off and did a sketch this morning. Quite chilly down there. You can see my breath when I'm talking through the book. But actually alright, quite calm, no wind. It's not too cold. And you see Basil just hangs around. When I got the sketchbook out, he knows to just sort of hang around. Doesn't wander off, getting himself into trouble. Today's sketch, I forgot half my stuff, so I just had to use a few watercolours there. It's still wet, so it's all running down there.